My name is George Buckner, better known as Indiana George. With no big camera crews following me around, I'm joined only by you and these god-awful bugs.
I never believed in river monsters until I came face to face with one.
So, I set out on a quest to capture what I once saw on the video.
4 years ago, I searched for this river monster right here in these very woods. One day, I found a camera. So now, you're coming along with me.
With me, you will find the truth. That is, the river monster.
Coffee? Hey, I didn't see you there. Well, welcome back to Indiana Jorge versus the River Monster. I know what you're thinking. Why are you drinking this coffee? Well, back in 2015, in this exact forest, I encountered the river monster for the very first time. And nobody believed me. So now, I'm going to set out. That way, that way, that way, and even that way. To find the river monster. And prove to the world that I am not crazy.
Hey there, adventurer. Indiana George here. So, we are hunting for the river monster. Now, I don't know what you've heard, what type of bed stories your mother was telling you when you were 3. This river monster is nothing to be taken lightly. Now, here's the thing. In order to find a river monster, you must take a trip down the darker alleys of the rivers, or in this case, the creeks. So, I do want to point out to you, right here, we have a den, and it's a fresh den too. Now, I know what you're thinking. How do you know it's a den, Indiana George? Let me tell you. I just know. I've dealt with these before. Apparently I'm the only one who ever has. So, we are heading out. One thing to always consider out here in this wilderness is there's not only river monsters, there's other wildlife too. We have coyote, we have rabbits, deer. It's Michigan. You can kind of get the gist of what we have here. Nobody ever expects the river monster. But I do. So, let's get hunting. We have a pretty shallow spot here in the river, so we're going to keep heading that way. And I gotta say, this forest is beautiful, but there's a darkness here that lurks, and I intend to capture it on film. Now, one thing that you want to note with river monsters is that they love silence. So if I'm over here making a bunch of noise, they're all gonna come after me. So, gotta be quiet. Let's continue. So one thing that I've noticed with the river monsters is their capabilities of jumping right up out of that water like it's nothing. You see, ah, look at this. I knew it. Fresh shit. Kind of looks like rabbit shit. The rabbit was here. It seen the river monster and it shit itself out of excitement. But where's the rabbit? I don't see any tracks. This river monster has a rabbit that we need to rescue. Still no sign of the rabbit or the river monster. However, a little birdie just told me that you guys kind of want to see where river monsters are most likely to be in the rivers. Okay. So, you want to know about the river monster. Well, let me show you something. Today, we are going to be assessing the kinds of places the river monster lives. Well, unfortunately, the season in this area has not proved too kind. So, our rivers are kind of creaky at the moment, and I mean, that's bad. However, we still have some examples to work with. So, let's get into it. The river monster loves living in deeper parts of said rivers or creeks, and they like having outcrops in the sides of the creeks. Let me show you. So this part is pretty deep, and you would find that any river monster would live here all the time, right? However, there isn't a river monster. And over there, that's an outcropping that I am talking about. They love making those their dens. However, being the season that it is, that den is in the shallow part of the creek. River monsters would not live there. And there are no outcroppings here or here. And there's frogs. Now, you didn't see the frogs because I scared them when I walked up. However, the presence of the frog mean the river monster will not be here. Has not been here for a very long time. We are kind of close to a commercial route, so they would not be here. Pussy-ass river monsters. So, if you ever come up on a creek, watch out for deep areas. Watch out for the outcroppings underneath the earth in the creeks. If you see no presence of wildlife around the river, that means you might be near a river monster. Or perhaps their den. Wait a minute. Something's not right. River monster. River monster? River monster. Oh, I was getting worried there. Woo! So, I have just found something very important to the river monsters area. Check it out. That right there is what I like to call the devil's playground. Why? Because the river monsters come up out of the river and they come play in the ground. Hence the name Devil's Playground. Do you not understand? I have been searching for this thing, this demon, for 5 whole years. And now you are on the journey with me. So don't call me crazy. I am not crazy. This is my entire life's work here. This forest. Every day I come here hoping once again to find this river monster. Search for it every day. And nothing. It knows. And it's hiding. And that's why when I find this river monster, I don't even care anymore. You are getting my entire 357 8 rounds in your ass. When did I pull my gun out? That was a little weird. What's wrong with my hat? Well, let me tell you. This forest gets to you. But we must keep searching because this river monster isn't going to find itself. So let's head out. So, another important thing to note with these river monsters is, even though they're river monsters, they can come up onto land. So, we will be going the direction I believe this river monster took this poor little rabbit. Hopefully, I can save this thing. And hopefully, we can bring this river monster to justice. Okay, guys. Here's the thing. Right down here, I spot another part of the river. And near what looks to be like a den, I have found ripples. Is the river monster here? Did it bring this rabbit? We must go. Whoa! There you are. To the river. See, the river monster would have come out back now, rushed right at me. I just would have, bam, bam. That would not have ended good. So, there you are. I thought I lost you. That river monster ain't gonna get you. Well, it seems that in my attempt to defend myself, the river monster fled. But it wasn't fleeing from me. This might be my biggest foe yet, even over the river monster. It could be. Oh, I don't want to. The spike-tipped indigo tricker. So, another hunt for the river monster failed, but successfully putting the first recorded hunt in the books. This has been Indiana George, and my pack and my gun. Damn it. Here I come.